Hi everyone, welcome back. If this is your first time on my channel, I want to welcome you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming. If you want to like, if you want to subscribe and do all those beautiful things, I would love it if you did. It really helps the algorithm for my channel and helps get an outreach for people who also need to hear this message. So we have a reading today of how does this person feel about this situation? How are they thinking about this? Are they thinking about you as well? All those kinds of things. We will get a couple of cards, situational cards about what's been happening in the connection, and then also how they've been feeling with tarot. And then we are also going to get some oracle cards that have some words for us and maybe paint a better picture for what this situation looks like. So, our first group is going to be the Modern Love Tarot with this Page of Cups. Then we have the Cat Tarot with this little cutie head dunked into the toilet. Also a Page of Cups. And the Everyday Witch Tarot is going to be my last group. You will find the timestamp in the description box below. Definitely take your time, take a breath. There's no rush. You can pause the video if you need to make a better decision about which group you want to choose. Okay, I'll see you there. Bye. Hi, Group 1. If you chose this Page of Cups from the Everyday, from the Modern Love Tarot, this is your group. You've scrubbed to the right place. Welcome, welcome. So, let's get this going. First, let's get, I want to say like 3 cards. Yeah, let's do 3 cards for what this situation looks like. And then we're going to do a couple more cards about how this person is feeling about you, how they're feeling about the relationship, and also how they are feeling. And also just how they're feeling, how they're doing, how, you know, all those kinds of things, what they would want you to know, kind of stuff. Let's do 2 more. And then let's get a few for how they're feeling, how they're doing, all those kinds of things. From the beginning of this, with the Page of Swords, it feels like this person wants to be able to communicate with you. Maybe they did something kind of wrong here with the 7 of Swords as well. It feels like maybe they kind of just walked out on you without saying too much. Especially with the Knight of Swords as well. With the Page of Swords, they're now kind of wanting to maybe re-establish a connection and maybe just even reach out in the first place. They could also be watching you on social media at the moment if this is a no contact situation. Yeah, the Hanged One in reverse as well. It's hard for them to see a different perspective of what the situation could turn out to be. It doesn't feel like it would be an easy fix here, especially with the 7 of Swords. That's one of my more intense cards about what happened within this situation. You can even see from this depiction, this person kind of hopping out of a window. Looks like the middle of the night with shoes in their hand and their purse in their hand. Kind of just avoiding accountability in a lot of situations. It also feels like they kind of just up and left, and there was just no words exchanged, kind of, especially with the Knight of Swords in reverse. With the High Priestess here, I think they know much better. They know that they knew much better about the situation, and they just decided very poorly with how they treated you. And this high priestess is offering like pomegranates. Uh, and it makes me feel like they want to offer something up to you, and they want to offer maybe themselves up to you, but also the pomegranates are kind of directly correlated to Hades and Persephone and that whole shebang, um, where Hades basically stole Persephone from her mother, kept her for 6 months, and then was able to finally release her when her mother came and was like, what the hell is going on? She had been searching for 6 months basically, and the land became barren. And when she found Persephone, she was able to bring spring and summertime. So that's why we have blah blah blah. It's a seasons story basically. But Persephone ate the pomegranate that Hades gave her, so she had to stay with him. So they had to switch on and off. This makes me feel like this person wants to offer something to you, but is scared of the commitment that could follow. Like, duh, you put two and two together, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they want to offer themselves up to you, and they know at the highest form of themselves that they should have in this past tense situation, and they just didn't. And they kind of just left you in the dust, and now they're definitely pondering their actions. Okay, so let's see how this person is currently feeling, what they've been kind of up to as well. This person really feels like they missed out on something with the Four of Cups, as well as the Seven of Cups, because I think before everything kind of went down between you two with the Seven of Cups being in reverse, it felt like they had more options, and now they're coming to realize that they don't have many options at all. And I think that's really difficult for them, and I think it's also a very hard-hitting reality for them, kind of the loss of what could have been between the both of you, and that Four of Cups as well as the Hierophant in reverse. They wanted to offer something that was more connected and higher of self, and they wanted to really be able to connect with you in that kind of way, but it just wasn't the right time, I guess. Four of Cups as well, just like really missing out on, like, you can even see in this picture, this person's at a party, everybody's having a good time, and this one person is very upset. They're up here. They're very upset about something. So I think this person has a lot of trouble now kind of socializing and seeing people and being with their friends, because they're kind of caught up with how they treated you, and they're really wishing that they could kind of bring all of this bring you back into the picture, basically. Page of Pentacles, they're kind of unsure and kind of unwilling to move in any direction or offer anybody any kind of stability. I don't think that includes their friends, but in a more romantic sense, they're hoping that they can kind of get things back with you. Empress in reverse, they're scared that they can't manifest this back, basically. They're scared that they have lost their fire and their whatever you would have been attracted to in the first place. They feel like that is also lost. They feel like this is a very difficult situation in a lot of ways. There's a lot of sadness around this. I think that's the biggest word. It feels like it's mourning almost of really truly what this loss that could have been, and they're really regretting moving away so quickly. You have Six of Cups, and I think this person is, with this Six of Cups, there's like this reflection, and it's really beautiful within the picture. This person's looking into the water, and there's this reflection of self. I think they are realizing how deep this connection was, and the fear that was brought up because of this connection was of the reflection of self that they saw. It was the self that scared them away in the first place. It was themselves. And I think they're just kind of coming to terms with that now. I think also they felt in so many ways that this was such a beautiful, wholesome connection on so many different levels. I want to see what this Page of Pentacles is about. I feel like they felt like this was such a wholesome connection on so many different levels, and that it felt like it was so easy to kind of, yeah, Two of Wands. It was so easy to, right off the bat, get to know each other and become comfortable with each other. And I think, again, with this Four of Cups, it's really hard for them to kind of, I think it's really hard for them to really find connections outside of what you had. And I think it's really hard for them to be able to reconnect with their friends as well. With Page of Pentacles and Two of Wands as reverse, it feels like they felt like they had the whole world in their hands, and they kind of just like fumbled it. And now they're just not making any decisions or any movements at all because they don't want to possibly miss an opportunity with you again. They feel very, very stuck. I'm feeling a lot of no movement, especially with the Knight of Wands in reverse, right at the top of the reading, front and center, you know? The Sun as well here, coming over the Empress in reverse. I think they want to see that this situation can happen again, but it's so difficult, and they're so shrouded in a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. Let's look at the Hierophant. Four of Swords in reverse. This person is kind of refusing to truly do the work around what this sadness looks like for them. They're refusing to kind of take the steps back and maybe even plan a comeback as well. But also, in the first place, it's hard for them to just heal the wounds in the first place because there's so much pain around this that they can't even face it yet, you know? I want to look at the High Priestess. Let's see if we can get a few cards for the High Priestess. Yeah, this Ten of Cups in reverse, that felt so heavy. At their highest point of self right now, it looks like nothing is going to be able to come of this situation for them, just because there's so much that they're still dealing with this situation. Yeah, Three of Swords also in reverse. You also have the Moon in reverse. There's a lot of self-lies, there's a lot of self-doubt, there's not a lot of reflection happening. I think that's the biggest thing here. There's not a lot of reflection happening on this person's part. Three of Swords in reverse, they are still trying to fix this heartbreak in the first place. Whew. And while they would love to make some kind of move to you, they feel like they have messed up so royally that they can't do anything at the moment other than be sad and be so in what has happened here. Whew. Okay, so let's get some oracles. We are gonna get 4 different decks here of what this person is feeling. So Spirit, show me what this person is feeling. If they had words to say, what would they say? Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you, and this person could have not said anything. This person could have very simply never even said anything at all about wanting you or wanting to be with you, and kind of cut things off maybe because of something else. And now this longing is really heart-wrenching for them. I don't know. I think it's very difficult for them to even see past how much pain they're in at the moment. Yeah, again, someone is secretly yearning for you, and then you have friendship. This friendship is leading to more. This could have very well been a friendship that was just a friendship, or maybe it wasn't a friendship for one party, and the other party, it also wasn't a friendship, but they weren't making that clear. Again, different pages, you and this person don't share the same vision. Again, just like I said, one party could have very much been feeling like, okay, we're just friends, and the other party, I think both parties wanted more, but one party was just trying to just keep it at friends because they knew they couldn't offer anything else. Protected, you are safe and divinely guided. I think this is more for the people that I'm reading for, and I think the pain that happened between you two, that one, the pain that happened between you two, kind of protected you from whatever this person couldn't say in the first place, or whatever this person maybe was even doing behind your back as well. I think Spirit just wants to let you know that this relationship, if it is meant to work out, it just will, you know? I don't react when people mention you. So this person could very well be friends with your friends or in the same friend group as you. I'm going to take this one. And whenever you're brought up, they just, it's not even that they don't react, it's that they can't react. They don't know how to react. I couldn't let you get close to me. And again, that's where this friendship kind of comes in. I think they wanted to be able to keep you at an arm's distance. And I think it was just a fear, again, of self, of who they really thought they were, or who they thought you would perceive them to be, or what have you. We need to let each other go, but then right after you have, I'm so attracted to you. I think this person thinks it would be best if you let each other go, but they're very obviously not wanting that through this whole reading. And then it's also like, I'm so attracted to you, like, okay. I think my life is not as together as it seems. I think this person kind of wanted to have it all together for you, and they just couldn't. And that was very difficult for them, and I think that's also another reason why they could have just up and left without really saying much. And this we need to let each other go. It feels so heavy, and I feel like this person wants to let go of the connection so that they can find healing rather than actually truly letting it just pass them up. Oof. You are not part of my plan. I don't think this person ever saw you coming. I don't think this person ever saw how much they felt for you happening. And I just don't think there was... I just don't think there was... what am I trying to say? I just don't think maybe there was room for you as well at the moment. And I think my life is not as together as it seems. I think they wanted to get parts and pieces together before they really were able to invest into someone that they loved or have this much emotion for. I want to tell you so much. They haven't, this is very much a no contact situation, but also I think they just never said much. They never, where was it? I couldn't let you get close to me. Also friendship. They kind of kept things at an arm's distance because they didn't want to hurt either either party, but they ended up doing way bigger than that. Look, we have all these cards falling out. I'm only going to take the ones that flipped. I know I made a mistake. This person knows exactly what they did. They see it for themselves. And yeah. Again, they want to tell you so much. They want to be able to come and apologize and make maybe a move towards you, but there's just a lot of pressure around this situation to do the best that they can rather than just doing what they can. We are more alike than I admit. Again, that Six of Cups, that reflection of self. Yes, it is too late. This person feels like all their mind is just telling them this is too late. None of this is gonna work. We need to let each other go. I focused on you instead of my pain. And again, this is that Three of Swords in reverse, and this is that Moon as well. This person not allowing themselves to truly reflect on what they've been feeling and just thinking about what they lost. I love myself enough to walk away. And I think this person realized that if they didn't walk away, they would have made an even bigger mistake with you, and they would have hurt things even more. And I think they still think they messed up so badly that this wouldn't be able to kind of make its way into something tangible or an actual relationship. Let's get one more card, Spirit, about what is going on with this situation. Let's do two more. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to look for a sign within this situation or outside of this situation. Maybe they will show you a sign, and ask Spirit to give you a big sign. Tell them to show you something. It doesn't have to actually be like a text message from this person. It could just be you passing by a poster of your favorite show, or you see a peacock walking by. You know what I mean? Just ask Spirit for a big sign, something that you feel like you couldn't miss. Perfect timing. I think this relationship just kind of needs time. If you are willing to wait for this person to do all of this healing that they need to do, because they have a lot of healing that they need to do, I think over time they would be able to come back and realize that this is something that could be salvageable. But by then you might already be involved in something else, you know what I mean? So don't really put all your eggs into one basket is what I'm saying here. Peaceful resolution. I feel like if this person came to apologize, you would be receptive, but I don't think this person realizes that. And I feel like this person, again, I focused on you instead of my pain. I feel like they focused on what they had done, the situation that they had caused, the mess they made, rather than actually how you feel about all of this, or even just how they could heal from this. Okay, group one, I hope this was helpful. Again, if you want to like and subscribe and all those beautiful things, I would love it if you did. Thanks so much. Bye. Hi, my lovely group two. If you chose this cat tarot with this cute little page of cups, you have scrubbed to the right place. You are at the right reading. Welcome. Nice to have you here. So let's get to shuffling. We're going to get a few cards about what has happened within this situation, kind of where you two stand at the moment, and then we'll get a couple more tarot cards about what this person is feeling, how they're feeling towards the connection, what they're feeling about it. All those beautiful, lovely things. And we will also get a couple of oracle cards that have words to kind of paint a better picture about how this person is feeling about this situation. So let's get 5. I think already this person with the moon and the star both coming in reverse feels as though this was a wish that was lost, and also they're kind of not spending time reflecting on the situation, as well as possibly not sleeping very well, as well as kind of believing, I would say, lies that people have told them about the situation, about how this wouldn't get back, or how they wouldn't be able to get this kind of thing back again. And then with the star as well, it feels like, again, they're just not taking time, kind of really taking care of them, to really take care of themselves within all of this. They just feel like they really missed out on a big opportunity here, and it feels like in a lot of ways you were the wish fulfillment that they wanted this whole time, but that just didn't happen for them. With the 2 of Wands, they're kind of pausing and waiting, maybe to see what you do with all of this, but I think more of just kind of wanting to recollect themselves and see what they can make of this situation. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I don't feel like they have made any kind of moves just yet, or if you aren't talking, you know what I mean? But also it just feels like maybe there also wasn't a physical connection between the 2 of you. You could be at a big distance, or there just could have not been a sexual kind of connection between the both of you yet. A, kind of meeting on that 3D plane. 2 of Swords as well. This is a very, very big decision for them. And they're kind of scared to make any kind of move in any direction. So they're deciding to kind of be still, even though they're not really doing that much self-work at the moment either. I think it's hard to kind of just get a grasp on what should be done in the first place. Okay, so how is this person feeling? Knight of Cups. They feel like they gave you they feel like they gave you vinegar instead of giving you a glass of water. They feel like they kind of didn't have the proper emotional capacity at the moment to truly give you what you needed out of this situation. With the Hermit as well, I mean, this Hermit looks very scared. And I think they're wanting to kind of reflect inward, but I think that with the moon and with the star in reverse as well, it's been very difficult for them to do so, because they kind of just, I think they're more of the type to kind of just bolt and do things, and they're used to kind of just going and getting what they want, but with this situation, this doesn't feel like that. Or it doesn't feel like they can just do that. They feel like they would have to come and be able to actually offer something to you, rather than just show up and, be hot or something. Page of Wands in reverse as well. Again, this person is just not feeling the fire under their ass or feeling I think the wave or the shift that they need to be able to kind of make those first steps towards you. I also feel like this person is not doing much for themselves in a matter of maybe creative work, or have kind of just slowed down doing a lot of things because they're really just unsure about how to make a different kind of move towards you. 7 of Swords in reverse. Definitely them getting in their own way and making up lies about the situation and believing them. You know what I mean? like making up lies about uh, their own self-worth, kind of. Like, this is just kind of how they've been, you know what I mean? Making lies about, I think, also just who they are as a person, very much like imposter syndrome. They feel like they might not be good enough, and they're actually, like, leaning in and believing it. With the Empress as well in reverse, there's a lot of not feeling like they can manifest anything. This is the second time that I get the Empress in reverse, and it was kind of in this area as well. And it also goes to show that this person is if this feels more like this person is missing their Empress, and they have lost something that they thought was super top tier, cream of the crop, and they are very afraid that they lost this. There's also the Lovers in reverse. I feel like, again, no, to me, the Lovers is very much more of just a decision and what kind of decision to make. And they are refusing to make one. But at the same time, with the Lovers in reverse, they feel like they've lost all of this, honestly. This is the second group that they feel very much like they just kind of made a mess of things, and they lost something very, very near and dear to them. With Nine of Cups as well, it feels like they feel like they've lost a lot of their own independence within this situation, and are kind of just not able to emotionally invest into themselves at this point. I think it's been really difficult for them to make any of those kinds of shifts of you know, the emotional maturity that it would take to come back to this relationship, and also the stability within their own passions as well. And also just the idea of them feeling like they can just kind of come in and take you and sweep you off your feet. That feels like it's completely off the book for them. I'm gonna get a couple for these two. What is that? Five of Cups. And then one for the Page of Wands. Yeah, with Strength in reverse, it's like this it's very much mind over matter here. They continue to kind of beat themselves down in this situation, and they continue to downplay who they are and how much strength and how much courage they have to be able to actually shift this situation, and are again just deciding to not make any kind of movement until they feel that fire under themselves, and they feel the heat of their own progress and self-worth and verve is a good word as well. Five of Cups in reverse. I think this person is starting to feel less sad about the situation, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a difficult situation for them. Excuse me. Yeah, this definitely doesn't cancel out that this is a very difficult situation for them, and it hasn't been easy for them to kind of move through these emotions. I think, currently speaking, they are trying to kind of move inward, because before it feels like there wasn't that space, but with this Hermit coming out, it feels like maybe now they can kind of start this inward journey for themselves. Let's clarify the Hermit too. Yeah, Page of Wands and Three of Pentacles, both in reverse. This person is just not feeling any kind of movement or shift or anything of that kind of sort. King of Cups. They're wanting to come back into this situation extremely emotionally available and ready to give you exactly what you need out of it, but I think they're finding that difficult as well. Let's get a clarifier for the Moon. Yeah, the Magician in reverse, it feels like this person was very not giving you their best foot forward for purposeful reasons. I think this person was just good at being able to kind of manipulate situations, and then they kind of realized that they couldn't do that with you. And yeah, they're kind of waiting until, with this Nine of Pentacles coming out, I feel like they're kind of waiting until they have more stability within their own life and themselves before they actually make this move. Again, this kind of wanting to be available for you and wanting to be maybe even financially stable as well. And again, with that Magician in reverse, it feels like this feels very much like a player kind of energy to me. And they were very good, and it was very easy for them to kind of get what they wanted out of people. And when they realized they couldn't do that with you, it made the challenge even better, but also harder. And it made them realize that, okay, if I really want this person, I have to buckle myself up and buckle up by my bootstraps and really get my shit together. Yeah. Okay, let's get some oracle cards for this situation. Maybe some other words that this person would say to my group too. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. That King of Cups coming up. This person really wants to make that shift so that they can give you a really deep and meaningful connection rather than just whatever they've been used to for so long. Self-care, clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. This is what I've been saying this whole time. This person has been needing and has been wanting to kind of really cleanse themselves of who they've been in the past and what they've brought to the table in so many of these situations, and they are kind of cleansing themselves of that currently so that they can make this move towards you. Again, that Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. They are not going to make any kind of decision until they can really give you something that feels tangible and it feels like there's actual growth for them. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. This person has not stopped thinking about you. That's that Two of Swords. That's also the Hermit as well to me. Even though they want to kind of let go and kind of recluse, it's hard for them to do so. Because they really just want this connection to be able to work out. I couldn't let you get close to me. Again, I think this person knew. Passion. Try something you've never done before. I think this is why this person finds this connection so thrilling for them, because this is something that has never approached them. They have never felt this deep or passionate about someone or something in their lives, and this has allowed them to kind of open that gate into something that could lead into something really beautiful and wonderful. I couldn't let you get close to me. I feel like this person has been so used to playing the game and not letting people in the first place and keeping everybody at an arm's distance. And again, try something you've never tried before. This person wants to be able to break boundaries with you and break walls with you so that you can have this true love that you're actually deserving of. I love you. Ooh, big words here. The big three. I'm starting to understand our connection. I truly think this person had to step back, that Hermit card, you know what I mean? And really understand how they played a role in all of this mess, you know? I am not available. Okay, that's a very clear answer. I think they just wanted to let you know that now is not the time. So I personally wouldn't make any moves towards this person. I would just kind of wait. I wish I could take my words back. Don't we all? I feel like this person may have said some things that were not you know, exactly the best, especially with the Knight of Cups coming out in reverse. And what else do we have? Knight of Wands as well can be kind of catty. Uh, and, uh, ooh, we both know I am not the one for you. And that's that Seven of Swords that I was talking about earlier. I don't know where that went. Right here in the middle, front and center as well. That Seven of Swords, this is that person telling themselves over and over again, this connection is just not going to work because of me, because of who I am, because of what I bring to the table. And this person really needs to just kind of let all of those things go and be able to truly open themselves up to what they're feeling and where they're at. Your body language says so much. I feel like you didn't even have to say too much to this person, and you kind of were just able to shift directions when you needed to, and this person did not take that lightly. I've been here before with others, which is kind of strange to see because this feels so much like they have never felt this way before. I think maybe at times they have been put in these situations and never followed through. And I think that's why they're scared to kind of follow through with you. I don't need your approval. That's also very big words here. And I think they understand that you don't also approve of who they've been or what they've been doing, and they realize that that also will not help them heal, I think. I am happy that it's over. I think they're glad in a lot of ways just because it felt like it was such a burden and such a heavy weight to get all those, to get themselves in touch with their emotions for the first time, really. I never used to look at you in that way. This feels a little bit more specific, where there could have been just like a friendship kind of situation, and then all of a sudden feelings started getting involved. I don't necessarily feel like this is for everybody, and I will just kind of leave it at that. That feels very specific. Because for a lot of people, this feels like from the beginning, this was something that felt romantic. You can't come with me. I feel like this person is not wanting you. This is why they're happy it's over. They're not wanting you with them because they don't want to take you on this journey that they have to do to make this emotional growth, to be able to be available for you in the first place. You are not part of my plan. And I got this for the last group too. And also, I couldn't let you get close to me. I got this for the last group as well. I feel like I said with the last group, this person was never planning to meet somebody or anybody, really. I think they were just kind of going about their life, doing what they wanted to do, and then all of a sudden they met you, and this was the very deep connection where it felt like for the first time that they actually loved someone, and they actually felt that deep passion and even obsession as well. It felt very obsessive for them, you know? And I think that's also a reason why that they're happy that it's over. It felt almost like codependent, and it felt very difficult for them to get past their feelings because they never realized that somebody would... I'm not going to take that one. They never realized that somebody would truly, really love them for who they are, you know? I'm sorry, I'm so stuffy. Not the right time. Like they said, they're not available, so I personally would not make any moves to this person. If you were in no contact, remain positive. I think both parties here, especially your person, really needs to remain positive about this situation. No. With an exclamation point, no. I just don't think making any kind of move is going to be within your favor at this moment. I think this person doesn't want you along for their emotional journey. They have a lot of work that they need to do on their own, and they will kind of meet you in the middle. Okay, group 2, I hope this was helpful. If you want to like and subscribe and all of those beautiful things, I would love it if you did. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Hello, my lovely group 3. If you chose this Page of Cups, you have found yourself at the right place, along with the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, let's get to it. So, let's first get some cards about what this situation looks like, what this person left you with, all those kinds of things. And then at the bottom, we will be getting some more tarot about what this person is feeling towards this situation, how they feel about you, how they feel about what happened, all those kinds of things. So, let's get going. This is a talker. You know, this is my first deck, my first group that doesn't feel that horribly off. I feel like you might even still be talking to this person. You have Page of Wands. This person is maybe a little bit afraid to make the first move with you. I don't know how to do this. Please don't laugh at me. It was really bad. This person is definitely wanting to make some kind of move towards you in the first place. They might not have already. You have Six of Cups as well coming out in reverse. This person possibly... I think it feels a little bit like this person is scared of the fact that this connection is so deep and it happens so quickly for them. I think that's something that brings out a lot of fear for them. It might not be something that they're obviously used to, but I feel like the connection runs really deep between the both of you. I also feel like this person might have some childhood wounds, especially dealing with like relationships and parents and stuff like that. Maybe the way their parents acted or interacted with each other. It could be something that still kind of burdens them. There's the moon in reverse as well, which makes me talk about that fear kind of being able to commit to this, or the fear of whether or not this can work out. With the moon coming out in reverse as well, I feel like it's difficult for this person to reflect on the relationship and really take time to kind of see it for what it is, rather than just kind of think about it a little bit too much. Six of Wands, this person really wants this to work out. And Lovers as well. This person wants to make the decision towards you and is, you know, I think they're kind of just taking their time and seeing what can happen within this situation. Let's get one more. Yeah, but Six of Wands, they really want to be with you and they want this to happen. It very much feels like you're still talking to this person. It doesn't feel like maybe things have kind of taken off yet, but you know, with due time, that could definitely happen, especially with the Lovers and the Six of Cups coming out. This definitely feels like something that could really happen. Again, with the Star kind of as well coming out, this person really needs to take time, and they understand that. They need to take time to kind of heal themselves from past burdens and from, I think, past relationships, including, I'm again getting a lot of parental figure kind of drama, but I'm also getting a other soulmate connection or a deep connection for them that really didn't go very well, and there's this fear here, so they have to kind of learn to, they kind of have to reteach themselves to be vulnerable with people again with the star coming out. But in a lot of ways, this is like their wish fulfillment. Like, you are their wish fulfillment. With the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups coming out both in reverse, I feel like this person definitely understands and knows that they can't offer anything just yet, just because they don't have that emotional capacity or literacy just yet. It feels like they're it feels like they wouldn't be much of a talker, if that's any kind of giveaway of who this person is. They definitely feel like a water sign. And I usually don't talk about signs, but there's a lot of water here. And there's also pretty some heavy fire as well. But I'm getting a very heavy water energy from this person. Ace of Cups in reverse as well. Just, there's this fear of getting things started with you rather than just... rather than it actually happening, they're afraid of the first steps because they fear that they don't have enough emotional literacy. I think they understand that they don't have enough emotional literacy, but I think they don't know how to kind of also take those steps to invest into themselves in the first place. You have the Three of Pentacles coming out, which makes me think that they want to get the wheel moving here, but again, it's kind of difficult. And Three of Pentacles is kind of my learning card, and I think they need to learn to be able to understand their emotions, but also learn to work together with someone on a relationship. I think in a lot of relationships it might have been one-handed in a lot of ways, and they're not wanting to do this with you, and they're wanting to learn how to work with you rather than just having it be in a one-way street. Eight of Swords as well. This person probably does not talk very much either to you, or just doesn't talk very much about their emotions or how they're feeling or anything like that. This is very much mind prison, but it also speaks to me on why they're not making moves. There's a lot of doubt in their heart, I feel, towards them thinking that they're ready for this in the first place. I'm gonna get one more card for this Eight of Swords. Knight of Wands also in reverse. Yeah, this person really wants to make those jumps and those leaps, but they also know, I feel like they know that wouldn't blow over well with you, and you are at the point in your life where you want somebody who is going to be able to be open and receptive with them. Ten of Wands in reverse. I feel like a lot of burdens that they've been carrying are finally loosening up. I'm sorry, I'm so stuffy. I feel like a lot of burdens that they've been carrying for a very long time, especially a lot of emotional burdens, they're finally allowing it with the star as well here, kind of to become a, I want to say an offering rather than just something that they carry around. They give it as an offering back to Spirit so that Spirit can open up different pathways for them. I'm seeing a lot of wanting this emotional growth and actually kind of making these moves towards it as well. Three of Cups. If you aren't speaking to this person, they definitely want some kind of reunion, but they don't see it anytime soon. But I don't feel that way. I feel like mostly they kind of just want to be able to hang out with you and see you, and I think that chance hasn't really happened yet, and possibly when you do see each other, it's with a lot of different people, maybe it's out and stuff like that, and it doesn't feel like there's a way sometimes to get that actual deep connection and kind of sit with each other and really get to kind of know each other. I want to get some for the moon in reverse. Let's do one more. For the moon. In a lot of ways, they feel like this connection may have passed them by already. With the Three of Wands coming out in reverse, it doesn't feel that way though. It feels like you would be open and receptive towards this person. But with this Nine of Swords as well, there's a lot of fear here of whether they missed their chance or not. I think they feel like they've been playing this out for too long and kind of trying to just kind of gauge the situation. But again, it doesn't feel like this person has a lot of touch with their emotions, so it's kind of hard for them to gauge whether or not you actually feel the same way, I would think. Let's see, Six of Wands. I wanted to flip. Did you see that? That was crazy. Take this one. Yeah, with the Chariot as well coming out with the Six of Wands, they're wanting to kind of take action, and they're kind of wanting to get the reins on their life again. But I think with the Hanged One in reverse, it's been difficult for them to shift that perspective of what they can do and what they should do over how they're feeling about this situation. It's very anxiety inducing for them. This is for the King of Cups. I think it's very anxiety inducing for them, thinking about trying to make any kind of move happen within this situation, because again, it does feel like they missed their chance or they missed their boat. But also at the same time, I feel like they know that if they gave it, I feel like they didn't give it a shot in the first place. That's why they feel like they missed their chance, and now they're kind of backtracking almost, but in a good way. Spirit is offering them this opportunity to not only start something with you that would be tangible, but also start tangible growth for themselves. Now, whether they decide to take that opportunity is truly up to them. But with this Ace of Pentacles, it feels like they could take it, but that, you know, again, that's very up in the air. Three of Swords in reverse as well. There's a lot of heartbreak that this person is still kind of dealing with and really learning to heal from, but they have to do it on their own, and they have to be the ones to kind of take the swords out of this heart here with this Three of Swords coming out in reverse. Whew. This doesn't feel like, out of all the groups, this doesn't feel like it would be that difficult to get something going with this person, but I think they have a lot of emotional work to do in the first place before they make any moves. Here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. And I think this person has trouble realizing that, and that they need to be focusing on what is going on in the moment rather than sitting around worrying whether or not they can continue to push forward within this situation. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. So this person could have kind of just like shoved off maybe some kind of relationship with you, and now they're kind of like, okay, let's see if we can get this back together. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson, and I think this is kind of the other way around, where you kind of came into this person's life and you showed them, wow, I can give my heart up to someone, and they will reciprocate that for me, and they will show me the kindness and the love that I've been deserving. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship, and I think this person is the type of person to not be able to give so much within a lot of relationships, and I think that's why, again, this Ace of Pentacles is coming out. They're wanting to give you something. They're wanting to give you something tangible, but also at the same time, I feel like this person has had a lot of their own burdens to carry, and maybe it was easy for you to kind of step in and try to take care of this person, but I don't think they wanted that. I think they wanted to learn to take care of themselves and take care of their emotional needs first. Okay, let's get a couple more about how this person's feeling, what they would say to my group 3. How is this person feeling? I hide behind material things. So this person very well could, again, not have said much about how they feel about you, and rather just maybe even like showed you all the cool things that they have. Or like maybe even showed you like a collection, or like showed you their nice furniture or things like that. And To them, it was very special, but I don't think they understood the capacity, uh, or I think you didn't understand the capacity of what they were trying to show you when they were showing you these things that they have. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. That's that's literally crazy. Like, I have to show you that. This person is so thankful to have you in their life because you made them feel like they are able to upgrade, that they can make those moves happen for themselves. I know I messed everything up. That's that Nine of Swords. This person, Nine of Swords. This person is very distrusting of how they can come back to this situation, possibly, if that is what is happening in this connection. I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel like this person maybe brought you in and kind of was maybe very coy about how they felt, didn't talk about it, didn't really, I love you. They didn't really say too much or show too much, really. And I think in ways kind of led you on, and then realized that they still had a lot of work to do on themselves before they could really truly show up for you the way that you needed it in the first place. That's crazy. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I feel like they are so glad to have you in their life, and if they have not made any kind of apology, I think they want you to know how gracious they are for even meeting you and understanding, and for you understanding them and showing them the kindness and all those kinds of things. And I know you're watching me. This person, I think this is more of you knowing that they are watching you, and they are, like, you know that they're maybe watching your stories, or liking your posts, or, you know, checking up on your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Christian Mingle. I forgive you, and I feel like this forgive you is for themselves. I think they needed to be able to forgive themselves for maybe how they messed up in this situation, or how they feel like they messed up in this situation. I don't know how to let you go. I think this person thinks about this constantly and wants to be able to disconnect from this relationship, but they're realizing that the spiritual growth that has come along with this connection is the reason why that you have stayed in their life, or you've stayed in their thoughts. I've been struggling. I think this person has really been trying their damned hardest to really get movements going, but I feel like it's very hard for this person to show up for even themselves emotionally, much less for somebody else. I focused on you instead of my pain, and I think that's very that's very deep, you know what I mean? They focused on maybe what they lost rather than allowing themselves to really heal from this situation. I wish you could come back. I wish you would come back. I feel like this person is wanting you to reach out, but at the same time they know that if you did, they wouldn't be able to really give you as much as you actually deserve out of this. I've been here before with others, and I feel like this has been something that has been repetitive for them, a repetitive kind of pattern where they feel like they weren't showing emotions, and they very much were, or they were very much leading people on, and it was accidental. But I feel like they've never gotten past this threshold with anybody. Okay, so from my last deck, a year from now, so either this connection will be able to kind of get back on its feet a year from now, or within this year there will be so much growth that this connection won't even matter. Ask your angels, and I think this is more about you asking your angels for guidance within this situation, and also the strength to be able to move through this situation as well. Helpful people. And I think this is kind of, again, I think in a lot of situations our friends are angels, and they're very helpful, and they can be very kind, and can help us, lead us through these really difficult connections that we have with people, where it feels like everything gets kind of lost within this connection. And they can kind of help us out of the darkness and make us realize, like, oh wow, like we have so much happening for us in our own lives. Yeah, group 3, I hope this is helpful. I would love it if you like and subscribe and all those beautiful things. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.